Y'all, I did it. I manifested my own beauty bar. I am honestly just so grateful, so thankful, so blessed. I really don't even have the words to really describe how I feel, honestly, because this was an answered prayer. This has been a dream of mine. This is something that I have been working towards, working for so long that it just feels surreal right now. Like I don't think I've accepted it, that this is my new reality, that I am the owner of this beauty bar. And I can say that with confidence. I can say that I worked for this. I deserve this, okay? I am worthy of this. I don't know how far that I've came to even be able to feel worthy to have a space like this. And I just know that this is just a product of God using me, and this is the fruits of my labor. Y'all see that car right there? That's Bonnie. I manifested her in 2018. I didn't think that I could get a car because my credit was so bad. I didn't have a co-signer. I didn't know how I was gonna get the car. I actually took an Uber because I didn't have a car at the time. And my Uber driver, I was telling her my situation, how I was looking for a car. My Uber driver told me that her cousin worked at a dealership and she referred me to him. So I went to the dealership, spoke with him. I don't know what he did. I don't know how he did it, but he got me approved and I got my dream car at the time. I mean, I still want a fancy like, Benz or Porsche or something like that. But at the time, my dream car was a black Chevy. And there she is. The fact that I manifested that, and I have manifested so many other things in my life, I knew that this was coming eventually. I knew in my soul, I knew in my heart that this was for me, that my dreams would eventually come to fruition as long as I stuck with my dreams and stuck to my my desires and what I really want in life. I knew that one day I'm gonna have it. And today is the day. I am just overwhelmed. I'm really overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed because I know that I deserve this. I know how it got sent to me was, it literally had to be God. It had to be God because, I'm sorry, there is no other explanation for how this came to me. I hate when people record themselves when they cry. Like, it's so annoying. And it's like, sis, you just want attention. But y'all, like, oh my God. Like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Okay, I pulled myself together a little bit. But I just want you guys to know that anything that you want is possible as long as you truly believe in your heart that you can have it. I know that I talk a lot about manifesting and, creating your own reality and things like that. And I know that I probably sound like woo-woo and crazy or whatever, but I only talk about these things because it's real to me. Like, this is my life. I live my life based on the things that I preach about. I create my own reality. If I don't like something that's going on in my life, I change it. If I like something, I amplify it. Whatever I want, I go for it. Because we only get one life. I mean, yeah, if you believe in afterlife, okay. But while you are here on this earth, you have one life. So you have to make it worth it. You don't want to waste time, waste years, decades, and then look back and wonder why you never achieved anything that you wanted when you had all of the time, the resources, you just have everything that you need, and it's all in here. I promise you. Guys, I told myself I was going to get my beauty bar this year. I affirmed that. The past years, I always said, oh, I want a beauty bar. My dream is to have a beauty bar. You know, that's cute. But I said this year, this is the year, okay? This is the year that I'm doing everything that I said I was gonna do. And I'm not making excuses. I'm not blaming anybody else. I'm not, looking at my circumstances and saying, woe is me and yada, yada, whatever. I cut all excuses out. I said, I'm going to do this. I put that in my head and I said no to anything else that didn't support that. At the beginning of this year, I moved to a new suite, which was actually one of my friend's suites that she owns. And I told her that I wanted to work there for maybe 6 months or so to give me some time to figure things out. And my goal was to at least have my beauty bar by November because that's my birthday. So that was gonna be my gift to myself. But guys, once you put that goal in your head, and like I said, once you say no to everything else that is not that goal, the universe has no choice but to just give what you want. Okay? The universe is gonna put you on that path to what you want. So y'all, I had been following this girl. It's actually crazy because I had met her last year on a boat. We didn't even know each other. We had just had some mutual friends, and we ended up, going on this little boat day cruise thing. And yeah, and we just became friends. Well, we weren't even friends. Like, we just became like Instagram friends or whatever. That was it. Like, we didn't have any connection outside of that day party at all. So fast forward, she owns a nail supply store, and I love her content. Like, I would, constantly just watch all her videos and stuff, and she would always be in her salon, like, praying over it and stuff. And I resonated with that, and I just love that. And I really felt like she had a good spirit. Long story short, she ended up posting a video saying that she was looking for somebody to take over her lease because she was relocating to a bigger space. And so I jumped on it because when she said that, I'm like, that's perfect. Because I would see her shop and I'm like, it's so cute. Like, it's my style, So I was like, I'm gonna jump on it. So I immediately messaged her and was like, I'm interested. I'll put some money down today. Like, I'll hold the space. Like, please, like, give it to me. Like, it's mine. And she was like, okay, like, since you're the first person that reached out, like, I'm definitely gonna put you at the top of the list. However, it's not up to me. It's up to the landlord, the leasing office, landlord. They would have to approve everything and make the final decision. So when she told me that, I got a little discouraged because my credit is still not the best. And, I still have other things that kind of, would hinder me or whatever. So I was just like, okay, like, I'm still going to be hopeful, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm just going to pray for the best, but let it go. And honestly, that's how you manifest things. You set the intentions, you say the affirmations, and then you let it go and let God do his thing, okay? And that's what I did. I said, you know what, God, if this is for me, it will be for me. If it's not for me, then it's not for me. And then something else will come and that will be for me and it will be better. That is the mindset that I had, and I just let it go. Fast forward. She said she sent his information to him. I had followed up with her a couple days later, and I'm like, girl, like, I'm serious about this. Like, I really want it or whatever. And she's like, I know you are, but again, like, it has nothing to do with me. It's through him. I sent him your information, so now it's just kind of up in the air. So I'm like, okay. So I really let it go after that. Okay, it had been a couple weeks. I honestly forgot all about it. randomly got a message from the landlord. And the way he was talking was like, oh, you're already in there. Like, just send me your stuff. And I'm like, what? Like, what you mean? Like, it doesn't just work like that. Like, you know, because when you try to go get an apartment or something, like, you got to send all this information. They got to do the credit check, the background, all these things just to get an apartment. So I'm just like, so you just gonna let me get a whole store? Like, so I was just like, I don't know about this. But, you know, eventually he had me send like all my credentials and my tax information and things like that. But still, it was still so easy. It was so easy. And y'all, this girl vouched for me. I was like, in the beginning, I was like, my credit's not good. Like, I don't really know. Da, da, da. But I make money. Like, I can pay for it. And that's all that matters, you know. So she was like, it's okay, girl. Like, I'm going to vouch for you. I got you. I don't know this girl for real. I mean, I met her at the party, but I don't know her like that. So for her to come in and vouch for me and put in that word for me, not knowing me, not, you know, even knowing if she could trust me, that was major. And that had to be God. She had to be a vessel from God for me. And maybe vice versa. You know, I know she was looking for somebody to take over her space. And I feel like I was the perfect person for that. You know, I'm going to make sure that I take care of everything and that she doesn't have anything to worry about, that her name isn't bad for referring me. And you know what I mean? I'm going to cover her just like she covered me. And that's how you do things. And I am just so grateful. I'm grateful because at the beginning of this year, I prayed, I asked God to please send me people who are there for me, people who want to pour into me and that I would pour back into, people who want to support me genuinely. No, they don't want anything from me. They just want to pour into me and help me, because that has been such a struggle for me, is to ask for help. I don't know how to ask for help. And God has just been sending people, and I haven't had to ask. They've just been doing it. And that's such a blessing to me. And I just know that I am right where I'm supposed to be right now. I originally was going to open a space back in 2020. But I was going to sublease it. It wasn't going to be in my name. And it was just so much work that had to go into it. And the fact that I was having to pay out of pocket and it wasn't in my name, it just didn't feel comfortable to me. And I felt like it wasn't the right time. So I put a hold on it. And like I said before, you know, I asked God, if this is for me, it's for me. If it's not, I'm going to let it go. And things just happened and I let it go. So also at the time, I was just so overwhelmed because, like I said, I had to put all of my own money into it. And I felt like I had to do everything all at once just so I could show people, you know, that I have it together or whatever. But I've let all that go. I don't really care what people think because I know what's for me. And I don't have to prove anything. I don't have to show people what I can do, what I can achieve, what I can accomplish or whatever, because I know, like, I don't have to get any type of validation, you know? So this time around, I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing to hurry and finish the salon just so I can show that, you know, I got all this fancy stuff in here. No, I'm going to take my time and do things the right way so that it aligns with me and my purpose. I want to get girls in here who align with me and my purpose, who are eager, who are hungry, who want to grow, who want to learn, who want my help, my advice, my mentorship. I want to be that person that I wish that I had. And I had many women who poured into me on my journey along the way. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. And I cannot thank y'all enough, okay? And I will be going deeper into some of the women who poured into me, but I want to be that person for the next woman, the next girl, you know. And I feel like this is the space. This is the space. I feel it in my spirit. Like, this is the space for me and my brand. Rose Gold Beauty. Okay, Rose Gold Beauty. So the name of the beauty bar is Rose Gold Beauty Bar. And the name Rose Gold derives from a Tupac quote, "The rose that grew from concrete." And basically that poem is just talking about how you can bloom wherever you're planted. So it doesn't matter, you know, if it's concrete, like if you're somewhere dark, no sunshine, no light, no happiness, no joy, it's okay, because you can bloom, you can grow, because it's about what's in here. It's about what's in here, not your circumstances, okay? So that is the meaning behind my brand. And my life, honestly, just, it's a metaphor for my life. And I have came from some very dark places. I have grown from some very dark places. My mindset used to just be so negative and dark. And I honestly just feel like a whole new person. I feel renewed. I feel restored. And that's also what my brand is about. I'm restoring women, not just women, but I'm restoring people, their souls, their minds, their hearts, their everything, their whole everything about them. I just want to restore and transform people, period. This brand means the world to me, and it's going to be worldwide. It's not just going to be in the 757. This is global, y'all. This is just the beginning. And this is a beauty bar, but eventually I want to expand and do suites and schools and all types of things. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for what's in store. And I cannot wait to take y'all with me throughout this whole journey. I'm gonna be taking y'all behind the scenes while we, you know, figure out how we gonna set things up, how we gonna manage things, how we gonna interview people, how we're gonna, like, I'm gonna take y'all with me on the whole ride, okay? So I hope y'all are just as excited as I am. And please remember that you can have anything in this world that you want, as long as you truly believe that you are worthy of it. All right, I'll see y'all in the next video.